Lynn Darnall joins us in studio. Good morning.
Good morning, Brad.
We're not here to talk plants. We did off the air a little, of course, but other than that.
Brad and I can't quite talk to each other without talking plants.
Got to bring it up somehow, some way, right?
Exactly.
Even where did we see each other last? Were we at, where did we run into you guys at?
We were at the Vikings game.
Yes, all the way in Minneapolis.
The first home Vikings game,
That's
which
right.
was the last 2 minutes were kind of a disaster.
That'll be the last time I ever go, probably. Hey, you're not here to talk plants today. You're actually here to talk about the big election, the big bond issue coming up in just a couple of weeks.
Yes, November 12th, less than 2 weeks.
Already. You bet. Vote yes for our kids, November the 12th. Better schools make for better communities. Let's talk a little bit about the committee first and how you guys decided to get together and what we're talking about.
All right. Well, I'm wearing a different hat here today, Brad. I am wearing my hat of a member of a group called Education Brookings. And as most of the members of our community know, there is a bond election coming up November 12th. And I am here to just encourage people not only to vote, but to vote yes. Mm-hmm. And I'm here, Brad, because my husband Brian and I are both products of the Brookings School District. Our daughters are products of the Brookings School District. Both of our daughters are grown out of college, but we still... We know what an asset we have here with our Brookings School District, and we just want future generations to have the same opportunity that we had. Mm-hmm. And so I'm here feeling very passionate about it.
Well, and again, we aren't the size of Sioux Falls. We aren't the size of the Rapid Cities. But at the same time, we're growing, and the schools are growing, and that means more kids per teacher, and that leads to not such a good education system.
Exactly. And Brookings School District, they have a mandate where they try to keep class sizes between 20 to 23 students. Everybody knows that we had 350 kindergartners show up this fall. We don't have enough room for them. We have had to move some kindergarten classes to the Camelot building. It appears that we'll be adding a couple more at Hillcrest next year. And what we're doing is we're just taking space that certainly was not ever intended for teaching space. We're using closets, we're using offices, we're using hallways. And trust me, those students are still getting a very good education, but it just isn't what Brookings wants to offer to our students. And so we need to build a new K-3, kindergarten through third grade facility. The land is purchased. There has been an architect picked. There's been a contractor at large picked, contractor at risk picked. We are ready to go ahead with this, but there is a very, very important component to this. We have to pass the bond issue. It may feel like it's a done deal,
right,
but it's not. We have to get out and vote. It has to pass by 60% of the people that show up to vote that day.
Okay.
And that is November 12th. So it would be real easy to read in the paper and see how everything's in place and we're ready to go and think that we are ready to go.
Right.
But we have this very important element that we have not finished up. So that's why I'm here today, to make sure that people understand that and that they go out and vote and that you vote yes.
And then on November 12th, again, it sounds like when we say, hey, there's going to be a bond issue, it's just about $15 million, and everybody goes, oh, what?
Yep.
But let's put it in perspective at what that is per year.
Thank you for giving me that opportunity, Brad. So right now in Brookings, you are paying for the bonds that were issued for the Mickelson Middle School construction. The beauty of this new facility coming up is those Mickelson Middle School bonds will retire and these bonds will come into place.
Okay.
What the net increase, there will be an increase.
Sure.
And it will be 13 cents per $1,000 of valuation. That's really, that isn't a tax increase. There's no doubt about it. But that feels pretty painless.
Yeah.
Really, 13 cents. And so the bonds people have timed it where that 13 cents will come into place after the Mickelson Middle School bonds retire. So it will be a 72 cent total tax. Right now you're paying 59.
Okay.
It will go to 72 cents.
So you can put that to your property and figure that out for yourself.
Right.
I
If
mean,
you have a $100,000 valuation of $100,000 on your property, your taxes will increase $13.
Yeah, that's it.
That's it. That's it.
for space for your children to learn and have a better educational opportunity. I mean, when you put it in that perspective, it really isn't a whole lot.
Right.
You
And
know, that's what, 5 coffees.
yeah,
5
that's what
times you
I've
don't
been
have to
telling
have a
groups.
coffee. You know, that's what it comes down to.
That's what I've been telling groups. So Brad, I just want to emphasize again, November 12th is the day of the election. And this year, you can vote at any of the election centers. You do not have to go to a specific election center. You can go anywhere you want on
Okay.
November 12th, have your ID with you, and you can vote in this election.
And you can also vote early.
Absolutely. You can stop by the school administrative offices, which are on the corner of 8th Street South and 22nd, right? You know, kitty corner across from Hy-Vee.
Yep.
You can stop there during the week, anytime between 8 a.m. and 4 p.m. They have the ballots all ready for you. You're in, you vote, you're out, and you're all done. And that is absentee voting, and it is available now. You can do that up until the 11th.
Okay.
The day of the election, you do have to go to a voting center to vote.
I know, too, we talked, this is the second time we've had you guys on air talking about this, and we haven't even talked about where's it going to be?
Very good point. Very good point. Well, the school district purchased the land for it about 5 years ago.
Okay.
And you go south on Main Avenue, and from 20th Street South, which a lot of us locals know as the Blue Water Tower corner.
Yep, the
All
soccer
right.
road, soccer field road now.
Yep. You go a half a mile south and a quarter mile west of that intersection. And right now, it may be a little hard to visualize exactly what you're seeing out there. Right now, it is a harvested wheat field.
Okay.
It is more towards the south end of that section and west. You know, it's out behind some existing buildings that are there right now, an
Okay.
existing farm. But that's where it is going to be. And there's been plans in place, like I said, for 5 years. That land was purchased 5 years ago.
Yeah, and again, the city is expanding that direction with housing and all kinds of different things that way. So it's a natural fit.
Absolutely. There was a lovely map on the front page of the Register just a couple days ago
Yeah.
that showed the development that's also going to take place out there. And, you know, that's just the natural way for Brookings to grow. And you know that when a new school is built, you see the additional construction that goes on around a school.
Yep.
You know, family homes where there's probably a lot of children.
Sure.
And so, you know, this kindergarten class of 350 this year, that is not a blip. That is,
It's happening.
it's happening. It's happening. Brookings is just such a growing community that this isn't just a funny little blip that happened. It's here.
Right. Well, and again, we talked about the election. The bond referendum comes up November the 12th, and then the bids go out already in February. The construction would begin in May of this spring, May
Yes,
of 2014.
2014.
And then all of a sudden, by July of 2015, moving in and ready for the 2015-16 school year.
Absolutely.
So that's how quickly it can happen. It starts November 12th with your vote, though.
Absolutely. So please go vote. Vote yes. Have conversations with your neighbors. Be sure to take your neighbors with you. It is not a done deal, and we'd sure like it to be. The need is here. The need is now. And so November 12th, a very important day, or any day between now and then, stop at the school administrative office and you can vote by absentee.
And I know we've got this packet. It's available on the Facebook page. You can see more information just like what we've been talking about.
Absolutely.
So you can go to the Facebook page and to check things out. Lynn, thank you so much.
Go to facebook.com and look up Vote Yes for Our Kids, and all the information will be right there.
Fantastic. Thank you so much. Have a great week.
Thank you, Brad. You too.
You bet. Take care. Lynn Darnall joins us in studio. Good morning.
Good morning, Brad.
We're not here to talk plants.
I know.
We did off here a little, of course, but
We did, of
other
course.
than that,
Brad and I can't quite talk to each
No.
other without talking plants.
got to
so-
bring it up somehow, some way, right? Even where did we see each other last? Were we at Where did we run into you guys at?
We were at the Vikings game.
Yes, all the way in Minneapolis.
The first home Vikings game,
That's
which
right.
was the last 2 minutes were kind of a disaster.
That'll be the last time I ever go, probably. Hey, you're not here to talk plans today. You're actually here to talk about the big election, the big bond issue coming up in just a couple of weeks.
Yes, November 12th, less than 2 weeks.
Already. You bet. Vote yes for our kids, November the 12th. Better schools make for better communities. Let's talk a little bit about the committee first and how you guys decided to get together and what we're talking about.
All right. Well, I'm wearing a different hat here today, Brad. I am wearing my hat of a member of a group called Education Brookings. And as most of the members of our community know,